Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney with Vegeta. Let's get going. I need to turn that down a little bit. Day 3 investigation. Okay, let's see. Let me adjust my stuff here. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Oh, God. Do you think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never! Nick! Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had them swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes! I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Telling the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on! I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Oh my God. Larry, you really helped me out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop's caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I know. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Okay. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait! Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry! What is he talking about? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today and that's final! Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? Yeah. Class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, 4th grade? A kid in my class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Give me my money back! You're such a meanie! No one will play with him! You just admitted you can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah! You should not be allowed in the relay race! That's just rude! Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in this trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Holy crap. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles is the... It was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did... We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Wow, they're pretty trusting. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Poor Phoenix. That's how it's happened. After that, the three of us were always friends. Aw, wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I forget. That's where I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Oh, yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. God, that's a long story. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm gonna become a defense attorney just like my dad! A famous defense attorney! Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident! Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad! It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? That's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought, too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had become. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you out because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of the evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright, well, we're done here. You know what, let's go ahead and check the court records. Alright, yeah, he got rid of some of the evidence. I can't exactly say which he removed, but you can probably check the other videos and figure it out. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 4th grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it's probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became an defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like a kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Alright. Well, let's talk to him.